After decades of struggle, Iraq's Kurds are preparing to vote in the first democratic elections for their own government. Voters will elect a single leader for the Kurdish region, as well as a national assembly. Worried that the elections will lead to Kurdish independence, Iraq's official media has launched a volley of attacks on Kurdish leaders. But Kurd politicians say they expect the vote to give them a popular mandate. And we'll have more in just a moment.
This is an important message for U.S. veterans discharged after 1940. Whether you served during peacetime or war and are currently age 50 to 69, call this toll-free number now for free, no-obligation information about a veterans-only term life plan that costs just $1 a week. These veterans' life insurance benefits are guaranteed never to go down, and they are available at the guaranteed rate of just $1 a week. There is no waiting period. Benefits are paid from the first day of coverage. Call this number now for free information about this $1-a-week veterans-only life plan. Remember, only veterans, their spouses and widows, age 50 to 69 qualify for this offer. Term life insurance for $1 a week. Don't wait. Call this toll-free number now for free information from Veterans Life Insurance Company.
Could you set fire to your car, burn it with acid, spray it with paint, then wipe away the burn, the acid, and the paint? Can this be magic? Yes, the magic of DD Auto from the makers of DD7. Others have made these claims, but we guarantee DD Auto to be the finest, the easiest car polish you will ever use or your money back. Even bird droppings, tar, and grease will wipe away with ease. Cleaning chrome was never this easy. And DD Auto brings back the vibrance to the oldest paintwork. DD Auto can be yours on this special TV offer for $19.95. We'll even include a second bottle of polish, plus DD Auto Vinyl Leather Enhancer and the super absorbent chamois. The DD Auto Car Care Kit, 2 polish, the Vinyl Leather Enhancer, and the super chamois, all for $19.95.
Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-451-1223. You can also save COD charges by sending $19.95 for the complete kit plus $4.95 shipping to DD Auto, P.O. Box 8900-R, Buffalo Grove, Illinois, 60089.
I'm meteorologist Dave Dahl with this look at the nation's weather. A very warm Monday throughout much of the southern part of the United States. Record highs around New Orleans, Louisiana, 86. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 88. But Havasu City, Lake Havasu City in Arizona had 96 for the warmest part in the country, and all that sunshine down in the south will again give them a warm day on Tuesday. Showers and thunderstorms throughout much of the Intermountain region will gradually spread into the high plain states. High temperatures Tuesday will warm again into the 70s across much of southern Montana. 70s and 80s down in the southern part of the United States. More records are expected across the Gulf coastal area. 30s and 40s around the Great Lakes thanks to high pressure. A cool area of high pressure will give them sunshine from there all the way down to the Gulf Coast, while scattered showers and thunderstorms again will prevail through the Intermountain region. That shower activity will continue to spread to the east. Here's a look at a few other cities around the country.
The Surgeon General says alcohol is leading the nation's teenagers into emergency rooms and jails. Dr. Antonia Novello continued her crusade against underage drinking Monday, issuing her final report on the matter. Stan Turner has more.
The Surgeon General says there are more dangers involved with underage drinking than drunk driving accidents. For example, alcohol's a factor in more than half the rapes among college-age students. 55% of the alleged rapists and 53% of the victims were under the influence of alcohol at the time. Winding up her crusade against underage drinking, Surgeon General Antonio Novello focused on the consequences of such abuse.
Alcohol consumption frequently leads to crime, sexual misconduct, personal injuries, higher school dropout rates, and other consequences that hamper the ability of adolescents and children to stay healthy, to stay in school, and to take charge of their future.
According to the Surgeon General, at least 8 million teenagers use alcohol weekly, with 500,000 of those going on a weekly drinking binge.
When I first went in, there were 6 friends. 2 of them now are dead, 2 are in jail, and 2 of us are sober, and I'm the only graduating one of all 6 of us.
Novello repeated her call for alcohol producers to change their advertising strategies. She says the advertisements' mixing of drinking and risky activities such as skiing, diving, and surfing leads to the high number of teenage accidents and injuries. But members of the alcohol industry say there's no proof that advertising plays a role in underage drinking.
To suggest that we'll somehow alleviate that problem by taking advertisements off the air is simply not going to do anything to solve the problems. We need to take a very broad look at what's happening in young people's lives and address that issue rather than continually focusing on advertisements.
Novello says ultimately it will be up to all of us, parents, teachers, the government, alcohol industry, and teens themselves to do something about the hazards of underage drinking. I'm Stan Turner reporting.
New studies show that men and women with heart trouble are treated differently because of their sex. 2 studies suggest women are treated less aggressively than men because they're too old or too ill for risky procedures. 2 other studies say even when men and women are the same age and have the same condition, women are less likely to get the most up-to-date treatment. The studies were presented Monday at the annual meeting of the American College of Cardiology in Dallas. We'll be right back.
This is Las Vegas. The Riviera's here, the Las Vegas Hilton. So is the exciting new Rio Suite Hotel and Casino, where every room is a suite. Sometimes you just need to get away from it, all right? But these days, you got to be smart about it, smart. And that's what Players Club is all about. Save 25 to 50% on your hotel room, 25% off food and drinks, up to 50% off shows. So why not use the card to stretch your money in places like Atlantic City, Las Vegas, the Caribbean, even on cruises? Just use your Players Club card.
Players Club members are smart people who work hard for their money but come to us when they want to play. So we take good care of them with big discounts and VIP privileges.
Call the toll-free number for more information. There's no cost, no obligation. The Players Club card. Have some fun the smart way.
New members get 2 free nights in Las Vegas or Atlantic City when the club books their flights. Call toll-free right now. There's no obligation.
Don't be dull, be dazzling. Dazzle with the Bedazzler, the kit that can change your wardrobe from dull to daring. Just place the gem stud on the Bedazzler platform, then press down to attach to your fabric. Look, it's as easy as using a stapler. In seconds, you've got a dazzling design. Children love the Bedazzler, too. It's great for gifts, crafts, and costumes. Now with the Bedazzler, you can add glittering rhinestones and studs for a fraction of the cost. Transform blouses, belts, jeans, and boots with studs and stones. You can get the Bedazzler for just $19.95. We'll also send you 150 sparkling silver gem studs absolutely free. Plus, you get 25 brilliant rhinestones in emerald, ruby, diamond, and topaz. You also get 15 popular designs for quick and easy bedazzling. You get a $50 value for just $19.95.
Sorry, no CLDs. Credit card users call 1-800-348-1600 right now. We're giving away valuable gold gem studs at incredible discounts on all of today's orders. Call toll-free to order by credit card or get mail order address. Call 1-800-348-1600.
Bruce Bruce Leonard is here now with sports, and it looks like this is the final week of the regular season for the NBA, huh, Bruce?
Yeah, still plenty of playoff drama unfolding, too. In the Western Conference, the Lakers battling Houston for the final spot picked up a much-needed victory, handing the Nuggets their 11th straight loss, setting the pace for L.A. in this one. Three-point land, Byron Scott in the first half. He had 20 points. Lakers moved out to a 20-point lead. Watch the assist here from Sedale Free. Terry Teagle, he had 27. Lakers get the win, 100-93. The 76ers had the night off, but that didn't stop Charles Barkley from making some headlines of his own. The 76ers all-star forward blasted general manager Gene Shue, calling him, and I quote, a clown whose only ambition is to caddy for team owner Harold Katz. He was reacting to news reports that quoted Shue as saying Barkley has the talent of Michael Jordan, but plays for himself, not the team. 76ers can only make the playoffs if they win their last 4 games, and the Hawks and the Heat lose all of theirs. First meeting of the year between the past 2 National League champions as the Braves open up a 10-game road trip at Cincinnati against the Reds. Let's head to Cincy's Riverfront Stadium. Third inning, Bill Dorn with the bases full, sends a single in the right. 2 runs will come in. Reds score 5 in the inning, take a 5-1 lead. 8th inning, Braves try to come back. Terry Pendleton, the double to right. A run will come in. 3 runs for the Braves in the inning, but it wasn't enough as Cincinnati holds on 5-4. Over the American League, the White Sox finally able to play their home opener. They made it well worth the wait, moving to 5-2 in the new year, snapping Seattle's 3-game winning streak. Seattle could have used Ken Griffey Jr. in the lineup. He was out with a sore foot. 3rd inning, Frank Thomas at the plate to the corner in right for a triple. Robin Ventura will score. That the only run of the game. Greg Hibbert and Bobby Thigpen combined on a 6-hitter as the Sox get the win, 1-0. Let's hear now from the winners.
Combined for 6-7 hits, and that was it. And we were lucky to get the run. I'm just happy we got the key hit at the right time.
You like to get off on the right foot. You're not so worried about managing the game like maybe you were out there, the first time. But it was real special. Like I said, I hope I'm here for a lot more openers.
Let's get to all the scores now from Monday. And that is sports. I'm Bruce Leonard. We're back with more in a moment.
Pool the Master's Way and learn from the best. 2 of America's favorite instructional videos are now available only through this special TV offer. Get tips from Steve Mizrak, Pretty Boy Floyd, Iwa Mataya, and other pool greats. Now, for a limited time, you can order both videos for the price of one. Learn the secrets of breaks, banks, defense, position, angle, and trick shots like the Massey and the jump.
Take it from me, The Miz. When you purchase Pool the Master's Way and learn from the best, you'll learn everything you need to know how to shoot pool like a pro. With these 2 tapes, you can do almost anything except beat me.
World champion Steve Mizrak takes you through the best way to improve your game. Call the number on your screen and we'll send you this wonderful 2-video cassette collection for just $24.95 plus postage and handling.
2 for the price of 1? How can you go wrong?
These videos have never been offered together, and they are only being offered for a limited time. Act now while supply lasts. Call 1-800-654-2900. That's 1-800-654-2900.
What do you get when you have 17,000 bananas, 30,000 scoops of ice cream, 270 gallons of chocolate topping, and 881 pounds of whipped cream? Besides a stomach ache, you get the world's largest banana split. They did it in Brisbane, Australia. Nearly 400 people chipped in to make the super split, a world record. Easter is only days away, and that has candy makers working overtime to finish up this year's crop of chocolate eggs and bunnies. Leonard Lee has the tantalizing tale of holiday goodies.
Candy stores are stocked full of endless supplies of Easter candy. Duck suckers, chocolate rabbits, Easter egg caramel, and chocolate-filled eggs. But just where do all these holiday sweets come from? They come from candy kitchens like this one. Kitchens where chocolate flows like a rich river of goo, where Oreo cookies are covered with 1 billion calories and dotted with a tiny pink bunny. where huge fudge-filled chocolate eggs get a finishing touch of dainty flowers. And an egg gets a name to please little Tom this coming Easter Sunday. They come from candy factories like this one, where the work never seems to stop.
We can work here at the store for 20 or 22 hours straight and go home for a couple of hours and come right back again, and I don't think it really hits us until after it's over. It's a real exciting time.
Easter is the third busiest time of the year for candy makers, right behind Valentine's Day and Christmas. Despite the long hours during these holiday days, despite writer's cramp from squeezing out names on thousands of eggs, despite all the work, these candy makers don't seem to mind. After all, they get to eat all the leftovers.
It's real fun, but I don't know if it's any different because we just eat chocolate all the time. So whether it's eating for a holiday or just a regular day, it's always fun.
Which brings us right back to the candy store. Just in time. Just in time to buy all those rabbits, ducks, and eggs as gifts, of course, for the kids. For Easter, not for yourself. Of course not. But then again, we believe in the Easter Bunny, too. I'm Leonard Lee reporting.
Now that we're all feeling 10 pounds heavier, that's the news for this half hour. I'm Lisa Engstrom. Thanks for watching.
System is so much more than just weight loss. It's fitness with my own personal trainer. It's cooking classes with my own dietitian. They teach me how to eat and how to shop. It's not starvation. It's not prepackaged food, powders, or pills. It's healthy eating and exercise. IsoSystem has changed my life by reshaping my body and my mind. Lose weight, gain health. It's guaranteed and very affordable. Call IsoSystem today.
Divorce.
Will.
Bankruptcy. Real estate.
Do you need legal help? Call Neff Law Firm, 831-6555.
Shoplifting. Drunk driving.
Personal injury.
Criminal assault. Drug charges.
Adoption.
We can answer your questions and give the legal help you need at reasonable rates. Got a legal problem? Call Neff Law Firm, 831-6555.
The Joan Rivers Show, weekday mornings at 10 on Channel 5. From your 24-hour news channel, this is an Eyewitness News update.
Good morning. It's 36 degrees at 2 o'clock. I'm Lisa Geppert with a look at the local headlines. Tax collections during February and March came in slightly higher than expected, but the Minnesota Finance Department says it's not enough to merit a revision in its February revenue forecast. That forecast shows the state faces a $569 million revenue shortfall by mid-1993. A 46-year-old St. Cloud man is in custody in connection with a shooting along Interstate 94 near Eau Claire. Witnesses say the man stood alongside the interstate shooting randomly at passing cars. Luckily, no one was hurt. Checking sports, the Minnesota North Stars say they've signed Minnesota Gopher right wing Trent Klatt. Klatt had 30 goals and 36 assists at the U of M last season. Checking the weather forecast, cloudy with some drizzle overnight, the low in the mid-30s. Cloudy later today, the high in the mid-50s. Cloudy with rain likely tomorrow. There's more news in a minute. Stay tuned.
ELO forge the boundaries of rock with their incredible hits and their fantastic live light and laser performances. And those hits explode again in this incredible new video by the Electric Light Orchestra Part 2. Hits like Turn to Stone, Evil Woman, Showdown, Hold On Tight, Telephone Line, and the legendary rock and roll classic Roll Over Beethoven. The Electric Light Orchestra Part 2 and the Moscow Symphony Orchestra live on this collector's edition video, available only through this special television offer for only $19.95. Call now for your spectacular video and get their new studio album, Electric Light Orchestra Part 2, on your choice of CD or cassette, absolutely free. Together, a $39.95 value for only $19.95, but only if you call now.
across the nation and around the world. Here are this hour's top stories on your all-news channel.
Hello, everyone. I'm Stan Turner. Thousands of workers in downtown Chicago are anxiously awaiting word whether they will be going back to work in the morning. The entire loop was evacuated after floodwaters raced through underground tunnels, flooding buildings throughout the downtown area. Businesses and city government closed their offices and subways were shut down. Workers finally managed to plug the hole late on Monday night, but as Margaret Hood reports, no one is sure how long it will take to repair the damage that's been done.
Government, businesses, the stock market, all disrupted by underground flooding. The Chicago Board of Trade suspended activity Monday morning after flooding in the basement threatened electrical equipment.
We've got water coming up pretty quickly, and at some point it would cause more damage if the power wasn't shut down than it would if we were to shut down the power ahead of time. So we've made that decision.
So you're shutting the power off?
Yes, we are.
I trade for myself, and hence it won't be a good day.
They're trying to open up these pads here so they can get as much hose work down there to keep up with the leakage. So at this point, we haven't been too successful, but we've got a lot of pumps coming, and we're hoping to get it all set up.
Officials say the Board of Trade will be open Tuesday. However, Marshall Fields on State Street won't. The store's basement took on 20 feet of water, damaging thousands of dollars in merchandise.
A way that we could use the freight elevators, so there was no way of substantially moving sizable amounts of merchandise, and it just wasn't worth the chance of somebody getting hurt.
Dozens of other businesses also shut down as Commonwealth Edison took precautions.
Chicago is probably the most extensive underground electrical system in a central city of any city in the country.
What we don't want is electricity to go out and have several thousand people stuck in elevators.
The Palmer House Hotel, City Hall, closed. The Sears Skydeck, no tours.
They're scared that they're going to shut the power off and everybody's going to get stuck in the buildings.
Even in the buildings and businesses that stayed open, there was a certain sense of uneasiness.
I'm afraid if I go back up, I'll have to walk down 49 floors, and I don't have on my jogging shoes today.
At midday, Chicago looked a lot like a ghost town. The city's Chamber of Commerce estimates damage and loss of business will run into the hundreds of millions of dollars. Margaret Hood reporting.
An anti-nuclear protester is in custody following a dramatic incident with former President Ronald Reagan. Reagan was giving a speech at a Las Vegas hotel when the man rushed the stage and smashed a large crystal award that Reagan had just been given.
But I believe the communications business has a key role in strengthening.
Excuse me, President Reagan.
President Reagan!
There's a real big event going on at Tuesday tomorrow.
The former president was hit by the flying glass, but he was not hurt. The Secret Service has identified the man as Richard Springer. He was in Las Vegas to protest the testing of nuclear weapons in Nevada. The leaders of the AFL-CIO are recommending that the union's governing board endorse Democrat Bill Clinton for president. AFL-CIO President Lane Kirkland and about 20 vice presidents made the recommendation. Kirkland said the union wants a new administration in the White House, one he says that cares about working people. President Bush is taking steps to lessen organized labor's impact on politics. He signed an order giving non-union members the right to withhold union dues that are used for political purposes. Mike McKee reports on this from Washington.
Some 3 million Americans work in shops or factories which require them to pay dues to a union, even if they don't belong. 4 years ago, the Supreme Court ruled unions can't use those dues for political activities if the employee objects. Today, the president ordered federal contractors to start enforcing that decision.
Full implementation of this principle will guarantee that no American will have his job or livelihood threatened for refusing to contribute to political activities against his will.
By law, unions can't use dues money to contribute to campaigns, but they can spend it to support get-out-the-vote activities that have the effect of helping a particular candidate or cause. Now, unions under federal contract will be required to report those expenditures and offer refunds to non-union members who object. The man who brought the original case, a guest at the signing ceremony, says it's a victory for the little guy.
The grassroots.
What is our aim? Victory. Victory at all costs.
a fiery statesman in war.
We speak that beats the life and soul out of Hitler and Hitlerism.
A rousing voice for peace.
Long live the cause of freedom. God save the King.
An historian for all time. The extraordinary life of Winston Churchill on Biography. Tonight, 8 Eastern, 9 Pacific on A&E.
Only the Discovery Channel gets you this close to real life. The Discovery Channel. It's your world.